Friends, imagine what would happen if you woke up and as soon as you tried to open the door, you found a wall in front of you that could neither be broken nor removed, and you ended up trapped inside your own house. What could be worse than that? In today's film, something similar is about to happen, but let's see how those people try to escape from there. Will they be able to get out of there? So, to find out all of this, let's head over to the story of the film. And if you're new to this channel and a fan of science fiction action movies, please make sure to subscribe, because I regularly explain movies like these on this channel. At the beginning of the story, we see a guy named Tim who is busy working on his computer. His friends are with him too, but suddenly his computer loses network connection and he can't communicate with his friends. This really frustrates Tim. Because of this frustration, he starts thinking about his girlfriend, whose name is Olivia. A few months ago, Olivia had a miscarriage. That's another reason why Tim is so troubled. Just then, his wife Olivia comes over and takes him downstairs. We find out that they are living in a building that is currently undergoing renovation, and this building belongs to a man named Friedman. We also learn that there is a fire at a place called Harbor, which is several kilometers away from them. Olivia takes Tim to a spot from there. She seats him in the car and tells him that the two of them are going to Paris to make a fresh start because their relationship hasn't been going well at all. But Tim says that they should stay right here and start over in their relationship here, because Tim also works on his gaming projects from here. That's why he doesn't want to go anywhere else. But neither of them knows what's about to happen to them. Now, both of them come home and go to sleep. Late at night, Olivia wakes up. She says that she can't stay with him anymore. I have to go to Paris from here, and I'll go alone because you're never going to change. You don't care about me at all. But as soon as she opens the door, there is a black wall right in front of it. That wall just wouldn't move. Olivia thinks that this wall might be Tim's doing because he doesn't want to let her go. So she tells Tim, please remove this wall. But Tim has nothing to do with putting up this wall. So Olivia tries opening the other doors and windows, only to find that this wall is everywhere and it just won't budge. Both of them start to think that maybe this wall was put up because of some construction work going on. But how could someone build such a strong wall overnight all of a sudden? On top of that, now nothing is working anymore. Neither their mobile phones nor their Wi-Fi connection are currently functioning, which unequivocally means that both of them are now completely and utterly trapped here within these confines. They desperately try to break through the incredibly sturdy wall using a powerful drill machine, but they ultimately fail because the wall is simply far too strong and resilient. Just at that critical moment, both of them, feeling increasingly desperate and isolated, suddenly, they were living there. They too are stuck here just like them. They also can't see any way to get out. But that other couple, they're total addicts. Now both of them become extremely worried. Here Olivia starts saying that we are stuck here because of you. If you had come with me to Paris yesterday, maybe we wouldn't be stuck inside this building today and our lives would have been saved. But you just want to stay behind your stupid games. Just then they get an idea. They try sticking some keys and metal objects to the wall and realize that the wall is attracting these things. That means there's a magnet inside it as well. But inside the entire wall, there are only 4 spots where the magnetic field is very strong and they can't figure out why. But then, the wall suddenly throws those keys and is punched back at them. This causes the team to get slightly injured. Then Olivia helps her. Now these people have no food left and only a little water, and they don't know how long this wall will stay. Both of them hear their neighbor shouting. Because of that, they go to check on them. So when they break through the wall and go there, they find out that both of them are addicts. And in his intoxicated state, Marvin even attacks Tim here. Because of that, Tim has to tie Marvin's hands and feet so that he doesn't attack again. To save his own life and the lives of others, Tim picks up an axe here so that he can use it if necessary. Just then, Olivia gets an idea. She says that they need to go down through the floor. First, we'll break the floor of the 3rd building, then the floor of the 2nd building, and then the 1st, and in this way, we'll reach the basement. Inside the basement, there's a tunnel that leads outside, and that's how we can get out of here. So they break the floor of their house. After breaking the floor, they go down below. Down below, a man named Oswald appears with a gun. He was quite old and was living here with his daughter. He thinks that maybe these people have come to steal his food, but they say no, we come here to help. We'll go down through the floor. So Oswald's daughter says, alright, you can help us. There's a girl here named Anna. She starts telling Olivia that this was my girlfriend, but my girlfriend is outside. I wish I could be with her. Here, in the water sprinklers that are installed, they notice cameras inside them. They realize that maybe someone is watching them or playing some kind of game with them. It must be the work of the owner of this house, the one who owns the whole building. But his apartment is also nearby. That's why they break through that wall as well and enter his apartment. But inside his apartment, they don't see anyone. Just then, they spot Friedman lying in one place. He is already dead, but both his hands have been cut off. They can't figure out where his hands have gone. From this, we realize that something very big is going on. They see cameras. They realize that maybe someone is watching them, or perhaps someone is playing a game with them. This must be the work of the owner of the house, who owns the entire building, and his apartment is also nearby. That's why they break down that wall as well and enter his apartment. But inside his apartment, they don't see anyone. That's when they spot Friedman lying in one place. He's already dead, but both his hands have been cut off. They can't figure out where his hands have gone. From this, we realize that something much bigger is going on, something beyond even our imagination. Tim picks up Friedman's phone and checks it, and there he finds that Friedman had taken a photo of the wall. They don't find much else here, so they start breaking the floor again and somehow manage to reach the apartment below. But there was already a man living in this apartment whose name is Yuri. He asks them what they are doing here. They explain their plan, saying that they are going to break the floor and go down to the basement from here so that they can find a way out. But Yuri says that there is no way out from here. They also find out that a boy named Anton used to live with Yuri. Yuri says that the boy is either unconscious or dead, he doesn't know, but the boy hasn't woken up since last night. Yuri keeps saying the same thing, that we shouldn't try to break this wall because there could be a lot of poisonous gases outside and this wall is protecting us. Anna spots some papers here on which Anton had written some numbers, but Yuri takes those papers away. They break through another floor and in this way they reach the basement. As soon as they get into the basement, they run towards the tunnel. Here, ahead in the tunnel, they see a door. Somehow, they manage to break down that door as well. But as soon as they break open the door and open it, they find out that there is a wall right behind it. In other words, there is no way out. Because of this, everyone gets upset. The boy named Marvin becomes extremely angry. So he snatches the gun from an old man and fires 4 or 5 shots at the wall. But we know that this wall throws things back. For the same reason, it also throws the bullets back. One of those bullets hits the old man, and he dies right there. Anna gets angry at Marvin, saying that all of this happened because of you. I will never forgive you. Now everyone sits down together in despair. They can't understand why this is happening to them. Leah says that maybe all of our situations were similar. Maybe that's why we're here. Marvin and I barely escaped death. Anna sadly says that she has unfortunately lost her beloved girlfriend. Olivia then sorrowfully responds that they have also tragically lost their precious child. However, Tim calmly explains to Olivia that such sensitive and personal matters should not be openly discussed in front of everyone present. This particular situation, Tim now apologizes to Olivia here and once again thinks about making a fresh start when he gets out of here. Anna starts saying that she found some notes in the room of the man named Anton who was killed. Maybe we should take a look at those notes. Yuri says that we won't find anything in them. I've already checked those notes. But even so, they go to check those notes. Here, they notice a wall above the notes, and inside that wall, they also see a pattern of tiles. Just then, they spot another room inside Anton's room. But that room was locked. Its door was closed. The door can be opened with a password on a remote, but they don't know the password. However, Tim is a gamer, so he somehow manages to crack the password and opens the door. Olivia and Anna are still in Anton's room as well. Here, Anton's laptop and phone are seen broken. Yuri says that he had become extremely distressed. He couldn't open this wall, that's why he broke his own phone and laptop. But by then, Tim had already opened that door. So Tim goes behind that door with Marvin. Here, it was a secret room where some computers and such were kept, and some CCTV footage was playing here. They realized that he was spying on their rooms. Now, inside this CCTV camera, they see themselves. They look at the wall. They find out that this wall appeared suddenly and it appeared late at night. As if it had appeared like magic. Anna is still looking at Anton's papers. She spots a code here, but she doesn't know what this code is for. Anton's body is still lying there. So when she looks at his body, she notices some marks on his neck. She realizes that Anton was strangled to death. Just then, Yuri arrives and attacks Anna. At the same time, Marvin, the boy, is also heading towards Yuri. Tim, Olivia and Leah are all looking at the computer together. Here they are watching CCTV footage from a few hours earlier. There, it is revealed that Anton tried to show some flashes, and after that Yuri attacked him and killed him. That's why they all run towards Yuri. But Yuri was fighting with Marvin. Then they knock Yuri unconscious and tie up his hands and feet. At the same time, they find out that a girl named Anna has now been killed because Yuri murdered her. From this, one thing becomes clear. Yuri knows something that the others don't. Because whoever tries to get close to the wall, Yuri kills them just like he killed his friend Anton before, and then he killed Anna. Here, they find Anton's card, which belonged to some company. They discover that Anton, a mysterious figure, used to work for a company located in the bustling harbor area where there was a significant fire. This fire was also briefly seen at the beginning of the movie. These aggressive people then start beating up Yuri. They begin to relentlessly ask him how to get out. I don't really know much. Now, since these people aren't getting anything from Yuri, they start watching old CCTV footage. There, Anton was sitting in front of his laptop trying to open the wall, but Anton might have found a way out. That's why Yuri broke his phone. That's why they look at his broken phone, connect it to the computer, and install the system that was working on Anton's phone onto their own phone. Now, the camera on their phone opens up, and they point the camera towards the wall. Inside the wall, 4 boxes become visible. Now, they press the box. When they press these boxes on their phone, the camera's flashlight flashes. After pressing all 4 buttons, the wall transforms in a strange way. They realize that this might be some kind of portal opening, and now they should get out of there. So there is a girl named Leah who puts her hand inside this wall. She says that it's a bit warm. I'm feeling something, but just then she starts getting pulled towards the wall. Everyone tries their best to pull her out, but Leah just doesn't seem to be coming out, and by then the wall starts closing again. She ends up right in the middle of the wall, and it breaks apart from the center. Because of this, Leah is also killed. And seeing all this, Yuri laughs a lot. Marvin gets very angry because for one, his girlfriend has just been killed. Because of this, in his anger, he shoots Yuri multiple times, and after that he shoots himself as well. This means that now, only 2 people are left alive inside this building. Those 2 are Tim and Olivia. Now the 2 of them are sitting together, reminiscing about the old days, thinking about how happy they used to be. And here, Tim apologizes to Olivia for everything. He had never apologized until today, so Olivia forgives him and hugs him. But this time, once again they scan the wall, 4 buttons appear in front of them again. They realize one thing. Whenever they press a button, the flashlight on their camera flashes. On one button, it flashes 4 times. On another button, it flashes 6 times. But what this means, they still don't know. That's why they start watching the CCTV footage here again. Because Anton had also tried to get out once. They count the flashes of the flashlight. The way Anton pressed the buttons, that's how the flashlight flashed. And they count the flash, so many flashes were on the first button, how many on the second, and how many on the third. In the same way, now we also have to press the buttons accordingly. This is how they find a way to get out. But just then, Yuri suddenly shows up and attacks both of them. He tries his best to kill them both. He pushes both of them into the basement. Even inside the basement, a fight breaks out between Yuri and the team. They keep fighting for quite a while. Team Olive, a dedicated and collaborative group, is committed to achieving excellence in all its endeavors. Our collective efforts are focused on innovation, problem solving, and delivering outstanding results. We strive for continuous improvement and foster an environment of mutual support and shared success. Just as he is about to strike, Olivia arrives from behind and, with Gladys' help, attacks Yuri. She knocks him unconscious. That's how Tim's life is saved, and Tim and Olivia leave from there. They exit through the basement route. Outside, the sunlight was extremely bright. They realize that they have finally made it outside. But as soon as they reach outside, they discover that just like a wall had surrounded their entire building, the whole city is now enclosed by a similar wall, and only the 2 of them have managed to escape from this place. They also spot their car here since Olivia had recently bought it. Olivia and Tim both get into the car and drive away from there, hoping that maybe, just maybe, someone else has survived like them. And we see that in a place called Harbor, far in the distance, there is a huge fire, and many helicopters are working to put out the flames. This means that humanity is still alive, and there are still some people out there. With this suspense, the movie ends, hinting at a part 2. The second part of this movie is coming very soon, so make sure to subscribe to the channel right now for that. Until then, stay happy and take care of yourself. Thank you for watching.